Hello and welcome to the Finance360 Gold Standard Certification brought to you by the Oracle Sales and Partner Academy. I'm Jeff Jacoby, Master Principal Sales Consultant, and I'm joined today by Michael Gobbo, Master Principal Sales Consultant, who will be delivering the customer-facing presentation for Finance360 for Sales Consultants. Enjoy.
Welcome. Thank you. Finance is transforming. And they're transforming from a classic finance organization, which basically means that finance spends a lot of time collecting data and also maintaining spreadsheets, which ultimately makes its way into some form of a report. And finance has been wanting to transform into a much more agile, modern finance organization, which simply means that they get to spend time performing analysis and interacting with their decision makers. Now, how can Oracle equip you to do this transformation? And that's what today is all about, discussing the tools that you need to do this transformation. And so let's go ahead and begin and start talking about the design philosophy. Hold on guys, 1 second here. My wife's calling. Hello? Honey, I'm in the studio. I'm getting recorded right now. What was that? Hey guys, can somebody take this down? Go ahead. Okay, bread. Okay, I got that. Okay, bread, cereal, and eggs. Okay, I got that. Yeah. I got it. What? Yeah, I love you too. Okay, I'll pick that up on my way home. Thank you very much. All right, bye-bye. Guys, we were going to talk about the design philosophy, but apparently we're going to take a small detour. My wife has asked us that we go to the store and pick up some bread, some cereal, and some eggs. Well, now this is actually my supermarket, and on aisle 9 is where the breads are located. And then 10 are the cereals, and strategically located near the corner of the store are the eggs. And so I'm going to enter the store from the right-hand side, pick up the eggs, come back and return and pick up the remaining items. I might spend a little time on the breads checking out various brands, and then ultimately I'm going to check out. What's interesting about that, though, is as I'm going through these various aisles, there's this natural tendency to glance, scan, and commit. So imagine as you're walking through the various aisles, I'm glancing at various products. Even though I'm picking up those 3 items, I'm glancing at different things. And then when I go to an area that piques my interest, I might begin inspecting these various brands a little further. So I begin the act of scan. I actually might stop, pick it up, read the ingredients, look at the nutritional value, and if I decide to buy, guess what? I do the act of commit. Well, now Oracle has embraced this natural tendency to glance, scan, and commit into our design philosophy. And so let's go ahead and spend a few minutes discussing how that translates, how this natural tendency of glance, scan, commit translates into a solution. So imagine I'm glancing at various key performance indicators, KPIs. This allows me to glance at a variety of different key performance indicators, hoping that something's going to alert me and possibly take further action. And here I notice that EMEA is down by 4%. And so for me to inspect it further, I begin the act of scanning. So I'm looking at it a little further, a little deeper. And ultimately, when I get down to the lowest level, I do the act of commit. Now, commit from a solution perspective takes a variety of different forms. I might actually create a whole new transaction in the act of commit. I might enrich or modify an existing transaction, and or I might engage in a social conversation. So imagine having instant messaging capabilities embedded in your solution, allowing you to capture contextual and meaningful dialogue associated to a transaction, a business event, and or a report. And so Oracle has embraced this natural tendency of glance, scan, commit into the design philosophy. By way of introduction, my name is Mike Gobbo. I'm a solution consultant, been with Oracle for over 10 years, and I spend my time predominantly working with customers as well as prospects, delighting them and informing them about our solutions in the areas of accounting and finance, specifically related to the cloud. Now, did you know that Oracle invests over $6 billion in R&D, research and development, which represents roughly 16% of revenue? And a significant portion of that R&D goes towards building a variety of business functions in the cloud, such as marketing, sales, service, commerce, or HR functions, performance, recruit, talent, or the area of supply chain, finance functions, accounting functions. And the very technology that we use to build these business functions, we also offer those technologies to our customers in case there is a business process that we have not quite built out. And so we offer these technologies to our customers so that they can build out and extend the capabilities in these various business processes. Now here's something very, very significant and very important. In the area of all these business processes, we have close to 13,000 developers, which really speaks to the research and development that we're putting towards this, which really means that we're innovating quicker and faster than our competitors. And our customers are obtaining quicker innovation faster. And the last thing is, relative to those technologies, roughly 10,000 developers are spending time, investing their time, enhancing and innovating those technologies that, again, our customers could use independently, as well as Oracle uses to build out these various business functions. Now, I've been talking broadly about various business functions in the area of customer, HR functions, finance, and accounting, but what about the office of the CFO? Let's spend a few moments there. And before we do that, though, let's take a quick road trip. So imagine you're out buying a car, you're out with your spouse, and you've selected the make, the model, and the color, of course, you let your spouse choose, and you've test drove this vehicle, you've selected it, you've decided to buy, you signed the contract, and now you're walking towards the parking lot outside to go to your new car, and you're confronted with this, a car without wheels, and you turn around and you look at the salesperson and you say, what happened to the wheels? And the salesperson gives a small chuckle, says, well, if you want a full car, if you want the wheels to complete the car, you have to go down the street. We only sell the car. The wheels are really provided by another person, another company just down the street. That is exactly the same thing that our competing ERP cloud solutions are. They're an incomplete solution. Well, luckily, Oracle provides a complete car. It's a sexy car, highly performant, with great suspension, allow you to be very responsive to the road and or the marketplace. We even provide a pit crew. Imagine having a pit crew. So I'm having breakfast with my family in the morning, and I kiss them goodbye, and I go to my garage, and I'm greeted with my very own pit crew. They say, welcome, Mr. Gobbo. Good morning. Your tires have been calibrated, and we've actually changed your oil. Imagine having your very own pit crew. So we offer a pit crew to our customers. And this pit crew is specifically dedicated to ensure the success of our customers using the solutions that we provide to them. Now, the solution that we're referring to really provides any person to do any task in the office of the CFO in accordance to the proper segregation of duties, really allowing these various individuals to do their job virtually anywhere, on any device, whether they're at home, they're traveling, whether they're at work, on any device. It allows them to do that, really increasing the productivity of your entire team. And this solution that we're talking about is really about solving any pain points. Again, for the office of the CFO. We're here to introduce to you Finance360. And Finance360 is one complete solution, uniquely complete, distinctly unified, ultimately dealing with all the various components of the office of the CFO. Now, you might be thinking, gosh, how does Michael retain his youthfulness? If that's his birthday, how does he remain so young? Well, let me assure you that's not my birthday. What these numbers represent is simply this: 5. Oracle, the solution that we're talking to you about today, is Oracle has released these set of capabilities out to various customers more than 5 years ago. These set of capabilities have been in development more than 10 years. And it's based on a 25-year heritage of Oracle providing accounting and finance solutions to our various customers. Now let's transition slightly to the Oracle Cloud. Generically speaking, what are benefits, top 3 benefits of just going to the cloud? So here are some top benefits. If our customers go with us or any other cloud provider, there's going to be some cost savings. They're going to be able to get things done quicker, faster, better. And they'll be able to possibly allocate resources to some other endeavor in the company. Well, let's talk about the benefits of the Oracle Cloud. Let's walk through each of these individually. First is automatic updates. Well, you might be thinking, well, don't all other cloud providers provide automatic updates? The answer is yes, but we do something significantly different, which I'll touch upon here in a second. Fast provisioning. Basically, you sign a contract with Oracle, and within a week or 2, you have a complete environment available to you to begin your implementation process. IT gets to focus on strategy. They don't really spend time worrying about patching servers and software. They get to partner with the business and strategize. And lastly, extreme security, which again I'll touch upon here in a second. Let's go back to the very first point, which is automatic but flexible updates. So what Oracle provides is basically automatic updates, but we are flexible. We provide the flexibility to our customers to choose when to uptake those enhancements. You have up to 4 months to decide when to uptake those enhancements. And if you think about it, what if you're in the middle of month end, quarter end, year end, a tax, an audit, an acquisition, divesting a certain business? Well, we don't know when those things are happening, so therefore we give you that 4-month window, give you that flexibility so that you can decide when it makes most sense to you. And so the reason we do this versus the way our competitors do this is exactly this particular slide here. And so our competitors provide what's called a multi-tenant environment. And that's certainly beneficial for them, very cost effective for them, but it doesn't provide you the flexibility that you may need. And so all these various customers all reside in one single database. And so when the upgrade occurs, guess what? All those customers get impacted at the same time. Whereas Oracle provides a virtual tenant model, and each and every single customer has their own virtual database, and each and every single customer gets to elect when to uptake those enhancements, because customer A might not be going through a divestiture versus customer B and C might be okay to upgrade this weekend or the weekend after or a month from now. And so virtual tenancy is very important, and it gives you that flexibility that you may need. Now, the reason we could do that is we own every single component of the technology stack which is required to provide a complete cloud solution. What's interesting about this slide is the very first 3 components, applications, middleware, and database, were the 3 components that were here when I first started. So I've been here 10 years. And over the course of 10 years, we built and or bought the remaining components which are necessary to provide a holistic, complete cloud solution to our customers. Our competitors, they have to buy these various components from someone, whether it's us, IBM, EMC, it doesn't matter. They have to buy from someone. Then the difference is we virtually own every single component. Now, let's spend a few moments on security. And the way I like to describe security is we certainly have security from the data center all the way to the application and everything in between. But if you think about it, Oracle started in the late 70s, and our first 2 customers were the CIA and the NSA. And so you can imagine that security has been always top of mind. And to further illustrate that we have never forgotten how important security is, 2 years ago we made 2 major announcements. One is we developed our own chip, our own silicon chip, and we have also encrypted that component as well. And the last thing is we're moving towards always encrypting the database. We're not there yet, but we're moving towards that. Right now, customers have a choice to encrypt the database, but we're moving to literally always be encrypted. Certainly, we are compliant, and we have data centers across 19 major areas around the globe satisfying data residency. And the last thing to think about is this. The cloud that we offer has one single model, one single data model. It is inside of one single application suite. It is utilizing that one set of technology that I referred to a little earlier, and ultimately providing one single user experience. The accountability is one We are accountable for all this. We are the only ones that support from top to bottom, and we provide governance. All of this, all of these capabilities are in one single cloud offered by Oracle. Now here's a final thought. What can Oracle provide? What is the winning difference that Oracle can provide to you, the customer? And it simply comes down to these 4 components. Beautifully simple, something very, very easy to use, basically reducing the learning curve and the training necessary to use the solution that we're talking to you about today. It is absolutely distinctly unified from top to bottom, sideways, so whether we're talking about customer service or marketing or sales or the various areas in HR or supply chain or the areas of accounting and finance, all these various major business processes are distinctly unified. And you're able to obtain information instantaneously. And you're able to understand very insightful information across a complete set of capabilities. Now, these very distinct components are really intended to equip you to transform from a classic finance organization to a new, much more agile, modern finance organization. Who can bring you this? Oracle can bring you this. Let's go ahead and take a look.
Thank you, Michael. And that concludes this session for the Finance360 customer-facing presentation for sales consultants. In the next session in this certification series, you will learn how to demonstrate the Finance360 capabilities to your customers.